Hello YouTube friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Elle and today I have a new story for you. It is called The English Notebook. This story is about a girl named Mira. Mira loves English. She helps her friend learn English too. The story is happy and fun. It is good for people who want to learn English. Do you like to learn English? Write in the comments. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let's start the story. This story happens in a small city. The city is nice. It has a big school, a green park, and many shops. People in the city are kind. They say hello and smile. Mira lives in this city. Mira is 13 years old. She is a happy girl. She has black hair and brown eyes. Mira likes school. She likes to read books and draw pictures. Her favorite thing is English. Mira has a special notebook. It is blue. She writes English words in it. She writes hello, friend, and happy. Mira wants to speak English very well. Mira's house is small. It has a yellow door and 2 windows. Mira lives with her mom, dad, and her sister, Lila. Lila is 10 years old. She is funny. Mira also has a dog. His name is Buddy. Buddy is white and playful. Mira's family is happy. In school, Mira has a friend named Ben. Ben is shy. He does not speak English. He wants to learn, but he is nervous. Mira wants to help Ben. This story is about Mira and Ben. It is about learning English and being friends. The story has many daily moments. It has evening moments when Mira and Ben study and talk. Are you ready to hear the story? I hope you like
it. Do you study English every day? Tell me in the comments. Let's go.
Mira wakes up at 7 o'clock in the morning. She opens her eyes and smiles. She says, "Today is a good day." She gets out of bed. She washes her face with water. She brushes her teeth. Her toothbrush is pink. Mira wears a blue dress. She likes blue. Mira goes to the kitchen. Her mum is there. She makes breakfast. She gives Mira eggs, bread, and an orange. Mira eats slowly. She drinks milk. She says, "Thank you, Mum. The food is good." Her mum smiles. She says, "You are a good girl, Mira." Mira feels happy. After breakfast, Mira feeds Buddy. Buddy eats dog food and wags his tail. Mira says, "Buddy, you are so cute." Mira takes her school bag. She puts her English notebook in the bag. She walks to school at 8 o'clock. Her sister, Lila, walks with her. Lila says, "Mira, do you like English?" Mira says, "Yes, Lila, English is fun." Lila laughs. She says, "I want to learn English too." Mira smiles. She says, "Okay, I can teach you." At school, Mira sees Ben. Ben is in her class. He is quiet. He sits at his desk and looks at his book. Mira says, "Hello, Ben." Ben looks up. He says, "Hello, Mira." His voice is soft. Mira sits next to Ben. She says, "Ben, do you like English?" Ben shakes his head. He says, "No, English is hard. I do not understand." Mira feels sad. She thinks, "Ben is my friend. I want to help him." Mira says, "Ben, I can teach you English. It is fun." Ben looks nervous. He says, "I am shy. I forget words." Mira smiles. She says, "It is okay. We can learn together." Ben nods. He says, "Thank you, Mira." Mira is happy. She wants to start today. Mira tells her teacher, Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee is kind. She teaches English. Mira says, "Ms. Lee, I want to help Ben. He is shy. He does not speak English." Ms. Lee smiles. She says, "Mira, that is a good idea. You are kind. I can give you books. Mira says, Thank you, Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee gives Mira a small book. The book has easy English words. Mira looks at the book. She sees hello, goodbye, and friend. Mira says, This is good for Ben. Mira goes home after school. She is excited. She thinks, I can teach Ben. He will like English. Do you help your friends learn? Do you teach them English? Write it in the comments. It is evening now. The sun is low. Mira eats dinner with her family. They eat rice and vegetables. Mira tells her mum, Mum, I want to help Ben. He is shy. He does not speak English. Her mum smiles. She says, Mira, you are kind. Helping is good. Mira says, I will teach Ben in the evening. We can study together. Her dad says, Good idea, Mira. You are a good friend. Mira feels proud. After dinner, Mira goes to her room. She opens her English notebook. She writes new words. She writes school, book, and teacher. She says the words school, book, teacher. She smiles. Mira likes to learn. At 7 o'clock, Mira calls Ben. She says, Ben, do you want to study now? Ben says, Yes, Mira, but I am nervous. Mira says, It is okay. We start with easy words. Ben says, Okay, I come to your house. Mira is happy. She prepares her room. She puts the book on the table. She puts 2 pencils. She says, Buddy, we study English tonight. Buddy barks. Mira laughs. Ben comes at 7:30. He knocks on the door. Mira opens the door. She says, Hello, Ben. Welcome. Ben smiles. He says, Hello, Mira. Mira says, Let's study. Do you study English in the evening? What words do you learn? Tell me in the comments. Mira and Ben sit at the table. Mira opens the book. She says, Ben, let's learn hello. Ben says, Hello. Mira smiles. She says, Yes, good job. Now say goodbye. Ben says, Goodbye. Mira claps. She says, You were good, Ben. Ben smiles. He is shy, but he is happy. Mira writes hello and goodbye in her notebook. She says, Ben, write the words. Ben takes a pencil. He writes hello. He writes goodbye. Mira says, Perfect. Buddy runs into the room. He jumps on the table. He takes a pencil. Mira says, Buddy, no. Ben laughs. He says, Buddy is funny. Mira takes the pencil from Buddy. She says, Buddy, sit. Buddy sits. Mira and Ben laugh. They study for 1 hour. Mira says, Ben, say I am happy. Ben says, I am happy. Mira says, Yes, you speak English. Ben smiles. He says, English is fun with you, Mira. Mira feels happy. She likes to teach. It is 8:30 now. The sky is dark. Mira and Ben go outside. They sit on the porch. The stars are bright. Mira says, Ben, look at the stars. They are beautiful. Ben says, Yes, stars, S-T-A-R-S. Mira laughs. She says, Good, you learn fast. Ben says, Thank you, Mira. You are a good teacher. Mira smiles. She says, You are a good student, Ben. They talk about school. They talk about English. Mira says, Tomorrow, we learn new words. Ben says, Okay, I like to study with you. Mira is happy. She says, Good night, Ben. Ben says, Good night, Mira. Ben goes home. Mira goes to bed. She thinks English is
fun. Helping Ben is fun. She sleeps. What do you do at night? Do you look at the stars? Write it in the comments.